Let's be honest. Communication is tricky. You say, I'm fine, but your tone screams, I will karate chop you if you ask again. Or you tell your team, we'll sort it out later, when what you really mean is, I'm avoiding this like the plague. Sound familiar? Yep. Communication is not just words. It's a reflection of your inner world. Welcome to Chapter 4. So think about it. People with strong self-mastery don't just blurt out the first thing that pops into their heads. They pause. They listen. They even manage to control their eyebrows. Because sometimes your face is louder than your voice. So what do good communicators do? They think before they speak. They listen to understand, not just to defend their egos. They control their tone, body language, and emotional explosions. And this is a tough one. They know when to speak up and when to keep quiet. Bottom line, the way you communicate is basically a mirror. It reflects whether you're calm and grounded, or whether you're one bad email away from staring in an office soap opera. Here's the kicker. Even if your intentions are good, poor communication can break trust, damage relationships, and tank performance. Here are some classic examples. Interrupting people mid-sentence because obviously your brain is faster. Avoiding difficult conversations until they become full-blown dramas. Using sarcasm or passive aggression. You know, the, oh sure, that's a great idea tone. Or reacting emotionally instead of responding thoughtfully. These usually come from blind spots or emotional triggers. In other words, your inner toddler takes the wheel. Remember our Johari window from chapter 3? Well, it's not just a fancy diagram. It's your communication reality check. So let's go through it again. Your blind spot quadrant. You think you sound clear, but everyone else hears confusing and cranky. The hidden quadrant. You're nervous inside, but pretending to be confident, which makes people wonder if you're a robot. Then there's the open quadrant. Your words, tone, and actions line up. This is where trust and influence live. Self-mastery is making sure your intent and your impact actually match. Now, let's talk emotional regulation. Because leaders who explode like volcanoes or sulk like toddlers lose respect fast. Self-regulation means the following. Pause before reacting. Yes, even if someone presses all your buttons. Choose words carefully under pressure. Be direct but respectful. And stay calm, even if the other person is losing his you-know-what. And remember, calm communication isn't weakness. It's actually power under control. So here's a tool you can use right away, called the conversation reset. Number 1 is pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Number 2 is clarity. What outcome do I actually want here? And number 3 is act. Use words that reflect calm, ownership, and clarity. For an example, instead of, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel unheard when I speak, and it matters that we understand each other." So you see, no drama, just clarity. Let's test yourself. Rate from 1, never, to 5, always. I think before I speak, especially under pressure. I stay calm when conversations get tense. I listen carefully without interrupting. I express disagreement respectfully. And lastly, I reflect on how my communication affects others. So let's look at your score. If you scored 5 to 10, you're emotionally reactive. You need to pause, breathe, and repeat. If you scored 11 to 20, you're a developing communicator. So keep practicing active listening. And if you scored 21 to 25, you're a communication Jedi. You bring clarity and calm to every conversation. So here's the takeaway. Communication isn't about saying more. It's about saying it better. So master your words, your tone, and your timing. Because when you communicate like it matters, people listen. And more importantly, they trust you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. There's also a link to my ebook in the description below. Take care everyone, and I hope to see you in my next chapter, which is chapter 5.